Doc the Metal Freak, in your opinion, why do you think Dino Bravo never held any WWF championship?
Uh, I don't know. They pretty much had their characters. I guess by the time he was probably like myself, a dying breed. An old work. They had warriors. Everybody had a character. A honky tonk man, a hillbilly, a bulldog, animal steel. He probably possibly that's why he was a good. It's good work. He was a huge card in Montreal, that territory up there. And we mentioned earlier that that's why he never wrestled Hulk.
Hmm.
Remember, we were in the Montreal Forum one night. He was a big hockey fan, and we got this up here. It's just the Temple of Hockey. They won back in their days. They won every Stanley Cup there was. That Montreal was just. They owned the Stanley Cup, and then obviously they've fallen out. At the time, he was so proud. He was such an hockey guy.
I don't know if I'm ever going to get the opportunity to ask about this guy again, but Frenchy Martin. Do you have any stories about Frenchy Martin?
Uh, he was around. He worked. He worked. He ended up managing, didn't he?
Yeah, he managed Dino. Yeah.
Yeah, he ended up managing Dino. So he lasted quite a while. He came in. He must have been part of the Montreal deal with the Montreal office and with the Rougeaus and Dino and whoever else. Martel was in long before that. Martel was, he was an independent worker from Quebec, but he must have apparently he was part of the Montreal connection with that promotion they had up there, and they must have liked him, so they brought him down with the Rougeaus and Dino and whoever else was around. He was a good hand. He was around, preliminary guy. Didn't make a real big stir, but fine hand.
Did you ever hear about the prank rib? I'll try not to give too much away so you can say it, but he used to have a suitcase that you would open at airports. Do you remember that story at all? Or?
No.
Well, apparently he used to have a suitcase full of dildos that he would open at the wrong time in an airport, and then just dildos would spill all over the place, just to amuse himself, if nothing else.
Oh yeah, I missed that. I never enjoyed that moment.
Maybe that was a Montreal thing. Then I'll move. I'll move swiftly on.